Okie dokie. So, my attempts through the state tree have not been as fruitful as I wanted, and so I've been whipping up real quickly a behavior tree. At least visually, it makes more sense to me. So right now, I just have the skeleton set to wander whenever he isn't in combat, but as soon as he sees the player, he is now in combat, and so now, uh, theoretically, he would be in engaging the player, and I could make that work better. I've redone a lot from the ground up at this point. Uh, I don't have a lot made right now. This was just quick little whipped up AI perception, setting the behavior tree, getting the player. The way I'm going to go about it is the monsters always know the player, but don't care until they are, you know, in the area, in combat, in, yeah, in, until there's something for them to care about. Uh, I've started implementing the staircase, just a simple little staircase. Uh, we'll add a little landing at the top. And then we have some basic planks right now set up here. Along the edges will be some stone, and then a staircase up on the side with larger planks than this, leading to the laboratory. And I think a similar thing, uh, potentially a similar thing the for the library. And then there'll also be a separate little, you could see the original one down there, a separate stone walkway to both of them as well, uh, to kind of directly link the two together, so that way you can, just a different path to take for the monsters and players. So yeah. Okie dokie. So I've made some progress on the skeleton. Uh, this is much more in line with what I was aiming for. So previously I had been focusing on, like, making sure or trying to get the skeleton to kind of strafe around the player, reposition, and when it has the stamina to attack. With the behavior trees, I've been able to do that a lot better. So now, well, he's repositioning to a position much closer to me. But uh, when the player is too close to him, so if you were to try to chase him down, he would be focusing on trying to get away from you. And then when he's at an acceptable distance away, he'll do the attack. The acceptable distance is twofold. Uh, One, it just makes sense from a gameplay kind of standpoint. And right now he doesn't have the stamina, he's about to, but so he was idling because he didn't have the stamina to attack. He's set to 70 stamina, so you can see that just a moment after he reaches 60, he's able to do the attack. So if, though, he is too far away, and we'll keep staying far away from him. He should have 70 stamina right now, but he doesn't make the attack. eventually he made the attack, but he then had to first close the gap by running up before attacking. He's also set to, and I will see if I can actually avoid it. He's also set not to go to the player, but to where the player was standing at the start of his animation. Otherwise, so that's the skeleton. I've updated the nav mesh so he can chase me around a bit more if I wanted to. Not that that would be a feature within. He would mainly stay to where he spawned. I got a little bit of staircase built up. I'll need to adjust the height of that, but I'll need to make some more pieces for the staircase to look nice up at the top. As well as, and I will have to restart it up real quick, I've made a little basic cursed soil patch, and what this does is just simply reduce the speed at which the player is moving while on top of it. I did a lot, so right now we're sprinting and we have the slow on us, but we should, if when the cursed soil disappears, it successfully removes the player's slow debuff. I had to do a lot of extra editing to try to make sure that a lot of workarounds to try to make sure that it successfully slowed the player whenever they both left the puddle, when the player starts sprinting while inside or stops sprinting while inside, if they jump into it, trying to cover all the bases for making sure the cursed soil functions exactly as intended. So yeah, that was the main stuff that I've done. I've also worked a little bit on the tower that will replace the enlarged blocks I have for the library and the laboratory, but both of those, it's still in progress. I still have to make holes for things like windows and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was primarily this week. A lot of it was spent on the skeleton, which I'm very proud of what kind of progress I've made with it. Okie dokie.